Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mythical Rollers, a tabletop role playing game community that has people from all over the world. Literally, we have people from Australia joining us today, so that's fun. Um, we have a couple of announcements, and then we will jump into tonight's game. Um, actually, I think I only have the one, maybe two. Oh, two. For now, the descent into Avernus game has been put on hold. Um, with some of the recent changes that Mythical Rollers has been going through, some of those players felt that their freedoms of speech were being infringed upon and have left. Um, and instead of having two games that were missing 4 or 5 people total, we decided to just merge the two Sunday games into one, which is how we got. Some of you will recognize Faust from the Descent game. He's going to be joining us here in the Waterdeep game. And then, well, Portia was always with us. Poor Swift. Who knows what's going to happen to that cat? But Elphys wasn't able to switch days, so we have T-Boo joining us. We'll introduce the new characters hopefully today. I expect today, um, but whatever I expect with this game never actually happens. So we'll see. So the Descent game, it's we will eventually start up the Sunday game again. I don't know if it will be the Descent into Avernus game. It might be my own custom homebrew game, which leads me into the second point of our announcements. Is we are currently testing a new virtual tabletop that allows for more detailed maps to be imported in and only have the one web frame interface for character sheet and map instead of having to have the two that we currently use with D&D Beyond and Roll20. So with that being said, with the ability to have better detailed maps, what I mean by that is actual maps that have color and movable objects, sounds built into the map itself. So with the extra customization, my homebrew world may come out sooner than later. But for now, we decided, just as a whole, to merge the two games that we could together to salvage them both, or salvage at least one. So next weekend, there's the one shot on Saturday, but there's nothing on Sunday. Um, so the schedule will have to be updated here fairly soon, but we'll get it done. And we also have have become partners with Die Hard Dice. They are a fairly large entity in the tabletop community and dice area. And part of that partnership is I get to hand out a discount code. So, this month's discount code is Mythical Feb. If you decide that you want to add some dice to your horde because you're a dice goblin, go to dieharddice.com, add a bunch of stuff into your cart, and capitalize on that 10% discount with Mythical Feb. Um, that'll be cool. I don't know if we'll see any money from any of that. I don't know. We'll see. That'd be interesting. Excuse me. There is a chance for that, and what I've told my players is that if the I guess royalties, I guess what you would call it, the royalties from Die Hard Dice are enough, then the Curse of Strahd game will be the first free game, as that is the game where we sit down for 6 hours. Every player is dressed in costume as their character, um, with makeup, outfits, lighting, props. The players put a lot of themselves into making that game pretty phenomenal. So that one would be the first, and if things are positive from there out, it would just continue on to maybe eventually be where mythical rollers could be free or mythical rollers could be paying players. It just depends on how it goes. I always take what is paid into mythical rollers and put it back into the community itself, which is how we've got a website started. It is a very 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 basic baby website with one picture and a brief message and some social links. It's not ooh and ah just yet, but we'll get there. Um, but we considering how new mythical rollers really is, we are growing and expanding very quickly. So changes are quick, and we'll just kind of keep up with them. Um, I I don't have anything else other than some shout outs as far as some of the groups that we are part of. If you look down below underneath Mythical Partners, you'll see Cephalopod Studios and a link to their web store for their Cuttlefish colors, which is one of the sets of paints we raffled off last month. We'll be raffling off another set here very soon. Um, their paints are awesome. I might be a little biased, but their paints are awesome. Just they're cool. They they mix well. They blend well. You can throw them in an airbrush without any issues. They've got shades of colors that aren't typically found, at least not without having to mix them yourself. So go check them out. Give them a look see. And if you are interested in any of the sound sets that we use today, check out down below at the Sirenscape links. I have the games separated and each chapter separated into what sounds we use per chapters. Um, so yeah, check them out if you want. And I think that's it for today. We got some people new to introduce, some people to catch up on what happened last time. So let's go with Doug. Doug with a U. What happened last time on Waterdeep Dragon Heist?
Well, I know we decided to go make things better with Avi and Embrick, and we went over there and we had some ups and downs. But I think walking away, we offered to help them out as it relates to anything that we could do to get them back on their feet because we did kind of contribute to some of their woes after the fight in the arena using their armor. Um, then we also, after that, we decided to um, figure out what happened to our poltergeist friend who is named Leaf. Leaf had been part of Cade, one of the automatons, one of our fellow adventurers that has gone on. And at one point in time, two adventures ago, Cade slash Leaf had disappeared. And so we decided to go to Rashal's, who runs a bookstore in our neighborhood, because to be knowledgeable about things, with the magical realm. And so we went over to Rashal's to see if maybe he had done something with Leaf slash Cade's missing body parts. And the door was open. Some of us didn't see anything. Um, maybe some of us did see something. Adnan went into the building and completely disappeared. Portia kind of went in after Adnan and was quickly turned away and shot back out the door. Smash Doug Um, we had another. It seems like Portia and Doug run into each other a lot. I don't know. Maybe there's a theme there. And then we decided to hang out and try to better understand where the heck did Adnan go to. And Portia decided that it was not a good idea to let's not go back in there a second time, but we need to use our time wisely. So her and Teagan went to the temple of which temple was it, Portia?
I knew that was
Cord.
going cord. It was Temple
Cord.
Cord.
Went to the temple of Cord to see if we could learn a little more about, um, in particular, the purple haze that we ran into once before. It almost killed the entire party when we were going to a mine full to clean out the mine with spiders. Evidently, it was a lot more than just spiders, and it seems like Teagan has some um, may have had some contact with the purple haze, but we're trying to learn more about that. And right now, I think after not really getting too much further with the Temple of Cord, the two of you decided to go to visit Vihara Safahir of the Greyhands. And Teagan, I know at that point in time you were still going, but you might be. I know you had some strong hesitations because you and this lady have had a maybe a touchy, rough past.
Yeah, no, she's a right bit cunt.
So yeah, and I think that's where we left it last week. Doug was just deciding to stick around Rashal's. Wanted to see how things were going at the bookshop, but I just didn't want to leave Adnan. It just felt like, I don't know what was going to happen. Either Rashal's hopefully going to come around or something's going to happen with Adnan, but that's where Doug was at. Adnan had disappeared, and Portia and Teagan were going from the Temple of Cade to see the Lady of the Gray Hand. What have I missed?
I
Did that cover
mean,
most?
you kind of squished like 4 days of gameplay into one background, so it's great. Um, However, Adnan, if you would please share with everybody what happened whenever you jumped through into Rashal's store.
I was under the impression that I didn't remember anything.
Adnan does not, but for the people at home, that's for
Oh,
when we
okay.
start, um, so they can understand what has happened.
So when I went into the store, I saw Rashal working to put Cade Leaf back together again, and I noticed that time was different in that I could travel through time as long as I stayed within the tunnel that was around me. I could go forward or backwards, but if I left the tunnel, uh, specifically, I could go backwards easily. If I left the tunnel, though, it became a strong struggle and kind of foreboding that maybe bad things would happen. I eventually figured my way out by walking through the tunnel of time to exit um, the shop.
So where we will actually be picking off today is for Portia, Doug, and Teagan. You all just watch as Adnan jumped into Rashal's store and then walked back out backwards. He wasn't thrown out like Portia was. He just walked backwards out.
Hey, you okay?
Um, no, I don't feel good. Uh, and I was hurt in there, correct?
You weren't hurt, but you are tired. Um, yeah, you're not. There's no like hit points taken away. You don't have any points of exhaustions, but you do have. After you backed up and you were like, "That doesn't make sense," and try to go in, you did have this weird, strange sensation, like deja vu, and something in the back of your mind that says that was just screaming no for you not to attempt it again. You're tired, but you're not hurt.
Well, at least it didn't throw you out. That it I went in after you and it threw me out. I mean, I barreled right into Doug
Mm-mm.
here
No,
again.
you didn't go in after him.
Oh, so okay, I didn't
This
go
is
back.
this is this is before that even. He walked
Oh,
in and then walked out.
did did you see anything?
I honestly, my mind is it's foggy. I don't remember anything. It's like my mind is tired. It's hard to explain.
Cause you just kind of okay.
I,
That's
I don't know. Like part of part of me wants to go back in, but another part's saying don't go in.
so. Should we heed Teagan this time and be wary of the time magic?
I hate
Oh,
to
no,
say
don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? No.
I hate to say Tegan's right. That's painful.
You can say it, though. It's alright.
Um, yeah, I don't. What do you guys think?
I mean, you just walked in and walked right back out backwards. I mean, I
What
don't know.
you said you? Oh, never mind. That didn't happen.
It didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Time,
Um,
which means you've never been to the church today, and Tegan has never had to argue against going to the Blackstaff Tower. None of that happened.
So what I can see is we've got an empty shop. Tegan going on about time magic. You walked into the
Mm-hmm.
empty shop, disappeared, walked back out, and we still have no answers about where Leaf is, and we still have I don't
Yep.
know, 8.5 days before we lose our home.
Tegan, you ritually casted detect magic, and that aura is still currently on. You've got maybe a handful, 2 or 3 minutes left of it, and it was you who saw that just in general around the bookworm's treasure is time magic, and it is the same the same feeling you got whenever Rachel was trying to help Portia through her crazy shit. The feeling is the same, and
Has
you
any,
were telling them don't
is,
go in there because time is bullshit, and I don't understand it myself.
yeah, time's bad, but has anybody bothered to try and knock on the door?
The door is open,
yes.
So he just left his door open and he's got time magic going. All right.
so the door was closed, but it was unlocked. And whenever you guys opened the door, nobody could see anything. It just looked like an empty store. For you, you were able to, well, first of all, Adnan was able to see something. There was like a blurry version of Rashal in the center of the store. Nobody else could see anything. That is when you, Tegan, had them give you a few minutes to ritually cast detect magic, and then you were able to see the obscene amount of time magic that surrounded this place.
All right. So let me get this straight. So Scaly Man, Richard,
Rashal?
Sure.
Rashal,
Mm-hmm.
that guy. He's inside. Somebody let him have Cade's core.
Mm-mm. You
Yes,
have no
no,
idea
or
anything
Reef.
about. You don't know anything about if Cade is in that store or not. You were
Adnan, you
all
didn't
looking.
see anything inside. You didn't see him tinkering with something.
I don't remember seeing anything inside.
Well, I think Rashad's our best lead about Leafcade. But with this time magic here, what do you guys I hate to say it? Who do we know that knows anything extensive about magic?
I look at
Teagan.
Teagan.
I point to him. I think he's got to go in.
That ain't happening. Nope. I told you not to go in, and you went in. And now you want me to go in after I said don't mess with time magic. Now you want me to go in.
Yeah, but I came out. I'm okay. I just am tired.
You're okay, but you're tired, right? Yes, yes, yes. No.
So what about
You see, here's the thing about us wizard folk. We're right finicky lot. We want power. Okay? We're not so much going to follow the rules if we can get power. So maybe it's just Potter talking right now, but if Rashal's inside, he's put up a time bubble around himself so that people can't get in or, or whatnot's going on. And we don't know where Leaf Cade power source core thing, whatever the hell we're looking for, is. And we believe he may have it, may or may not have it. I mean, it's a very powerful item, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. It just from what I don't know. Wait, I was unconscious. I don't know.
Shit.
You talking about the thing that makes Cade tick?
That thing, yes, obviously.
Oh, I don't know. I imagine it's powerful. It
Alright,
moved
so
a big thing of metal.
typically when it comes to wizards, if you want to get one wizard to do something, you need to find another wizard who's more powerful than said first wizard. But then you run into the whole second wizard's going to be jealous and want what first wizard has, and there's backstabbing and backbiting, and next thing you know, Potter's just empty.
All I caught out of that was to find a second wizard. So I where
So
don't hate me.
are you saying you don't want to go in?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
S-
Would you
Um,
like me to draw you a picture?
no. Okay. What about taking a trip over to the Quinn's temple?
I was gonna say take a trip over to Blackstaff because Tegan said we needed another wizard.
There's I mean, yeah, there's time magic in there, but
We need another wizard, yes, but we don't need that wizard. Anyone but that wizard.
Okay, do you know any wizards except for that wizard? I mean,
I'm, I'm
you can.
Teagan. I know all the wizards, many wizards, several wizards, but they're all busy.
They're all.
why why chase this down? Like,
Well, we want Leafcade back, don't we? Rashal's our only lead.
does Leafcade matter if we don't have a bar?
So you want to go ahead and go on towards the mines?
I
Because we're
think what
not
we
going
need
to
to
have a
focus on
home.
here is the bar. Adnan, you done hit it right there. We need to focus on the bar. Bars make people happy, right? Right? And you all want to be happy. I mean, I know I want to be happy. I've got Potter. I mean, set for life. But if I had a bar, I'd be even
Well,
happier.
It's
cl-
home. Like, I'm all
clearly,
for saving our home.
Well, it's settled.
What are
well,
you guys arguing about?
Le- Whether
huh?
or not to save Leafcade.
What are you doing? Who
Who?
who
What?
who is this?
Who just
Oh,
said that?
me. Hi. I'm Tebow. I, I'm looking for group of people here, and heard you guys arguing.
Is it that loud?
I didn't think we were being that loud. I mean, we get pretty loud though. Just Tegan and myself alone can get pretty.
Can we stop here for a minute?
Yeah, let's not throw all
Is-
the names and details out.
No,
We
no, no,
don't
no,
know
no,
this
no, no,
serial
no.
killer.
Did that turtle just say hello?
Here we go.
We had a cow,
No,
and now we have a turtle. What's
no.
next? We can have a rat.
See, now I heard the name Teagan, and that's a name I know.
How do you know the name Tegan?
Yes, how do you know the name Teagan?
Where's Potter?
My
From
guess is
church.
Shh, quiet woman.
From church.
nope. That's bullshit.
Church, absolutely not.
The Raven Queen sent me.
Ooh.
I don't know who that is. I don't know any
Hey.
Teagan.
Okay, let me tell you, that's
Hi.
Tegan right there.
Nice to
Shut
meet you. I'm
up now.
Portia. I'm just being nice. What's your name?
My name's Tibu.
Tibu? Did I say
Yeah.
that right?
Tibu.
Yes.
May I ask what Tibu looks like out of character?
That would be in character. What does Tibu look like? Tibu, explain yourselves.
Tibu is a turtle. Turtle. He's green and brown, and
Bollocks.
he wears a sash, and generally looks kind of big, really hefty, for lack of a better word.
How tall?
About 5'8".
Does Tebow? Are you walking on all fours or are you
Oh, no.
standing straight? Okay. Okay.
I'm standing straight up. I'm standing up and down. No. There's a common misconception. 5'8", as standing, not 5'8" laying down.
Ah.
So yes.
It's
Do I
nice.
still have detect magic up?
No, by this point it's gone.
Bollocks.
So yeah, I was sent to find Teagan by the Church of the Raven Queen.
He's right there.
Shut
Oh.
your trap, man.
What do you need with Tegan?
I was sent a message to make haste to the mines and help us defeat the evil you unknowingly unleashed, and to offer my help if you wanted it.
So
I
what do
mean-
you know about the mines?
I
I'm gonna walk around behind the wee turtle and start
Okay.
inspecting for ooze.
There's no ooze behind me, sir.
That's what any turtle that ate ooze would say.
That's true.
So
By the way, my name's not Teagan. That'd be the short little dark-skinned one right there.
Shh, what? You don't know anything about the mines? I mean, we could use another hand with going to the mines. We were just saying that we didn't have enough people to attack the mines to save our home. If he's willing to go with us, I'm all for the help.
Here I am.
No. Remember our conversation at the tavern regarding Tegan?
He's a funny lad, always speaking in third person.
When I came back from the church talking to the priests, and they told me about the purple entity that we were going to fight and how that it may have corrupted Tegan.
I think I was asleep when you were telling everybody about that, from the, demonic deity
Um,
battle that had just happened. I don't
I
remember.
think I may have told maybe it was Kaylin before she left, or a beef stick. I forget. But yeah, Tegan, there's a strong possibility or a liability in the.
So I also, they sent me the satchel too that you guys might be interested in, and I reach in, I pull out a little vial, little thing about this big. They said these will help you. They're healing. I got a few.
Healing potions?
Yeah.
those are always helpful.
It looks to be like your standard healing potion.
Tibu, are you kind of a healer by trade?
Not so much by trade, but they sent him with me since I was coming this way. So
So do you work for the temple? Is
no, no, no. I kind of rent myself out a little bit here and there.
Rent
you,
yourself out.
you don't say.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
why he's looking
terrible.
for Teagan. I understand now.
Maybe I was looking. I take it back. I don't want to find any ooze.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh, they'll be used. So, do you know anything about this purple haze monster thing?
uh, no, I mean they just sent me here, give the message to Teagan, and to offer my services if needed.
Can you get us into the temple?
Didn't they turn
That's
us
a
over?
darn good question. No, unfortunately, I can't.
Uh, I would like to go back into the caves to fight, but I don't want to do it without knowing how to defeat that monster and what the hell happened to Teagan. Like it's partially in him. So if we bring him back, what if it controls him, changes him?
But what if that's the way to get rid of it and it doesn't?
Like kill Teagan here?
Do what?
Like kill Teagan here?
No, but like, what if figuring out the purple ooze and Teagan means going back to the mines?
What if Teagan starts swelling in size and becomes like the spiders, like super big and powerful or super intelligent or something?
I mean, how many times have we like encountered a party member turned on us? I think we might have this by now.
A bunch. That's why I'm kind of like, let's not go do this.
So, Tegan, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling about the mine and your last encounter? And what are you thinking? Is this a good idea?
I got 2 questions for the turtle man.
I'll try to answer them.
All
Sure.
right. First question. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's faster, the turtle or the hare?
Always bet on the turtle.
Are you faster on 2 legs, 4 legs? Is it one of those you flip over on your backside and slide down the hill?
I'm faster on 4 in the morning, 2 in the evening, and 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, tripod man, you are my favorite now. Okay, number 2, do you drink?
Sometimes, but not to excess.
Okay, well, we can work with that. All right, we can work with that.
Okay.
Everybody's going to change. I say we just have to screw it. Let's go to the mines. The mines sound like fun.
How
I've-
many healing potions do you have?
Probably
A
not
couple.
enough.
A couple.
Can I have one?
You better take 2.
All right, I'll give you 1.
Thank you. I died in there last time. I'm not excited about going in.
I vote to go on towards the mines and get our home, and then when we get back, we can maybe figure out where Leafcade is, and maybe this time magic will be over. Because
I think that'll
I
be a
do
fun-
owe Leafcade an apology for blowing him up. You know. Plus, we got to find the key to the bar. That's
I
in the
don't know
cave.
if an apology is going to quite suffice. You blew him up.
It was not my intention to blow him up. It technically wasn't my fault he blew up. I mean, it was
It's
the.
my fault that he blew up.
Can we go to the mines?
What? What's the plan of attack? Okay, like listen. Last time we ran in there, we didn't have a plan. We we screwed a lot of things up. We watched Zeratal die. I died. Apparently, Teagan gave up the ghost, but somehow pulled it back. I don't understand all that quite yet. But
You just got to have more alcohol in your bloodstream.
so, what are you going to do different this time that we didn't do last time? Like, how are you going to even attack this thing?
Well, what I'm going to do this time is not try and go stabby, stabby, poke, poke. I'm going to stand back and go blasty, blasty, fire, fire.
And aren't we
So,
supposed to be meeting the Raven Queen's people down there too? So it's not
Oh
like
yeah, more turtlemen. Wait. It's almost like we're going into a sewer.
I don't particularly like sewers.
Oh, I'd imagine not. Ooze and
so,
everything.
so
That's a terrible stereotype.
It really is.
Teagan, you want to go in and you want to run to the back of the group and attack.
Not the back of the group, okay, but like maybe off to the side. You all get the distraction in the front, and then I'm gonna go a wee around the side, and then blasty, blasty, fire, fire.
we still have to go and figure out what it is anyway.
Right, so we can do all of this chitter chatter on the
Oh.
way to the mines.
How are we going to figure out what it is when we don't know anything more than the last time we ran out?
Very simple. If it moves, shoot it.
And if you shoot it with magic and it doesn't get hurt?
Then throw something at it. Sticks, rocks, swords, axes, war picks.
Doug,
Dog with the
we've we've been through a lot of situations that never really looked like they would play out in our favor. You've always been the voice of reason for me.
Me?
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Oh.
We're so screwed.
Once the battle starts, Doug's always the first one to run into mayhem. Like,
That's why I'm thinking I'm not usually the wisest one to be like.
yeah,
making-
you've always taken care of yourself and helped me out along the way. I mean, you didn't die in that last battle with the purple monster.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do different, but I'm also worried about not doing anything.
See? Let's go.
So I'm wondering, like, there were rooms maybe that we couldn't get into before. I remember there was the locked room. We had the big temple. We had another room where Zeradol's body's at. Heck, even if we just went in and found the keys, that'd be nice to go back and get the keys. I don't know. I feel like we might learn something in the cave that makes us help defeat the purple haze. I
So you're saying don't run straight to that room.
oh, not necessarily, but I feel like that the cave is probably going to be the place of giving us some answers if we survive long enough. But I feel like we're probably going to find more answers there than we will here in Waterdeep.
Tebow, was it right?
Yes, Tibu.
How many of your people are in the mines? How many of the Raven Queen's people are down there?
Are down there.
How many? 1, 2,
Um,
10, 50?
1, 2, 10, 50. Wow, that'd be a lot. Let's see. Trying to count here in my head. Not sure. Off the top of my head.
Can you guess? I mean, just
Between 1 and 50? I don't know.
okay. All right. Well, add none. We don't want those guys dying. I mean, there could be 1 to 50. We gotta go and help them. Do you need a drink of courage? 2, 10.
I
Silence is acceptance. Let's go.
Yes.
You mother truckers.
Are you guys walking away or are you standing there still looking at me?
Has anybody walked away yet?
I'm
I'm gonna just randomly start walking in a direction because I honestly have no idea where the hell I'm going.
I'll follow him.
I start heading off with Tegan, being like, "Are we sure this is the right way? Are we
Absolutely
going?
not.
Are we going the right way? Do I remember? Is it that
No, but
way?"
if we keep going this way and it's the wrong way, Adnan knows the right way. He might say, "Hey, yo, hey, we're going the wrong way. We got to go this way."
I look around for the mountain. Can I see like the mountain ridge in town?
You can. Yeah.
Look, Tegan, there's a mountain ridge. Let's just head that direction.
Is he following us yet?
I don't know.
What was so as the turtle was talking and I was listening and watching him, anything about his mannerisms or voice inflection that caused me concern?
Give me an insight check. Um, he seems strangely kind of just complacent. Nothing,
Did I
nothing untoward as far as that is concerned. He seems genuine in his offer to help, as well as the information he has provided.
and does Tebow have any visible weapons or equipment for fighting?
No,
Tibu?
no.
Uh, Doug, you're still there with me?
I am.
I don't know. Um, I didn't I didn't necessarily think Tebow was lying to me, but he's not really built like a fighter in that. Did you notice he didn't have any weapons?
Yeah, I was just kind of interested on how fast um, Turtle can move with the shell.
Oh,
Um,
you're killing me. Like you think he's another bookworm like Teagan? I don't know. I didn't see any books though.
yeah,
Didn't
uh,
they, is this
yeah.
just a trick to get us down there and then we're screwed because we can't get away from the purple thing?
I I don't know. You never know. I mean, people always have a little more to back up their abilities than what it looks like.
Are
I mean,
you still?
look at our group.
Yeah, look at our group. We're, we're down to four. Um, what do you think? Are you still thinking go?
Yeah, I still think we might. I feel like we're gonna learn something in the mines. I don't know if it's gonna be our wisest decision, but I feel like Tegan's life, as well as the bar's ownership, kind of lies in the balance in some way, and I feel like that's where we're gonna find the answers. I don't want
I
to be
guess
reckless about it, but I feel like that's gonna be ultimately where we need to go.
I guess you're right. I'm kind of being a little selfish in that thinking about myself, but Tegan is in in danger. Uh,
I mean, it Tegan has a way of taking these things in stride, but I can only assume that it's kind of got to be worrying on him what he's going through. We don't
okay.
really know what all that is, but yeah.
I like how you guys are just talking about this and Tegan's just standing out there staring at you guys like,
Oh, I thought
what
you
the
guys
fuck?
started walking away.
Yeah,
They
I was
didn't
Yeah,
getting
I
ready
thought
to.
we were leaving. I thought
they
we
didn't really
left.
go very far though. He's like, we don't really know the way. We'll wait. Adnan will catch up.
Yeah. Why don't we yell at them that they need to head this way and point in the correct direction.
Hey guys, Adnan says the mountain's over here.
Oh,
See, I told you he'd come along.
You do realize that I'm 4 feet tall. I have short legs. Come on, like I'll
That,
catch
that,
up.
that's a you problem.
Oh,
Ha 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 ha. You're hilarious.
You had shorter legs a few weeks ago.
That I
Or a
did.
day ago. 2 days ago?
Like
oh man.
2 days ago.
2 days ago,
It's
you had
still
shorter legs. So you should be faster.
You can maybe tone it down a little. The last person that you gave a really hard time to was Beefstick, and he ended up leaving.
Well, you're welcome. All right, come on now. Off we go.
I think you guys really need to just build your friendship. Maybe a hug? Hug it out?
we're going
Hold,
to the
ha
we're going now, right?
hold hands while you walk?
My Are we still just standing here cuz my neck's starting to hurt?
Let's go ahead and go. Now he's talking all kinds of nonsense and holding hands and hugs and all the other shit.
Why don't you guys explain to Tibu what you look like so he can kind of picture what's going on? Especially since, some important information like one of you's armless.
Sure. Portia looks like she may be a halfling, although you're not quite sure cuz she does look like one, but she doesn't. She's 4 foot tall, or I'm 4 foot tall. I imagine I'm probably not quite steady on my feet because, like they said, I did grow 10 inches taller in the last couple days. I am have like a stern grip on a white and blue war pick on my right hand, and my left hand is gone. My left arm, like elbow down, is gone. Um, And she's got brown hair. Used to be red, but now it's brown. And her eyes are back to normal. They're no longer black. They are back to normal. And that's Portia.
okay.
uh, Doug. Doug is it's Doug with a U, and he is a high elf. Uh, Blonde hair, kind of dressed in mainly blacks and grays. Um, you haven't had a whole lot of conversation with him yet, but as you do, you might not necessarily find his conversation all that pleasant. He's not the
Okay.
smoothest of talkers, um, but other than that, he's fairly quiet.
Got it.
Adnan is a elfin appearance. He carries a lute, and you notice he looks like a typical entertainer in dress and appearance. He's a young young adolescent elf, and he carries a rapier, you can see, and a dagger.
Okay.
Tegan just he's your average human. Um about yay tall, taller than you, wearing some dirty brown reddish robes, got a death grip bear hug on a big urn,
Okay.
vase, bottle. I mean, I don't even know what the hell you would
Decanter.
call Potter. Decanter, and a cup in his hand. He
Okay.
sometimes stumbles, staggers when he walks.
Got it.
Sometimes. Not always.
Noticing Teagan, you got Potter with you. I'm thinking, is it should we take him back to the bar, or one of those things that if we make it to back to the bar, he'll be with us, and if we don't make it back, we won't need to worry about the bar.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
I did. I didn't know if we should leave Potter here for safety reasons, so that Potter doesn't get destroyed. Should we leave him in the bar before we head up into the caves, or are we just gonna take Potter with us because if we don't make it back to the bar, it doesn't really matter if Potter stays with us.
So, last time we left something important at the bar. Didn't it come up missing?
Valid point. Valid point. So
Right. So the safest place for Potter right now is right here with me.
next to your heart
Absolutely.
makes sense.
Right by the
Besides, I mean, you never know when you're thirsty. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pour myself a drink.
So you guys are you heading back to the mines, or are you gonna try to learn more information about the purple thing and Teagan's attachment to it by going back to the Temple of Bahamut? What is the path here?
my understanding that my vote for the temple was overridden, and the majority wants to go to the mine.
Is the temple on the way to the mine?
Let me bring up the map. It's a very good question. Troll Skull Alley is there. Um, no. No, that's in the opposite direction. Troll Skull Alley is fairly close to the eastern side of the city, and in order to get out, you guys can um, leave through a northeastern gate or southeastern gate in order to get to where you need to go. The temple is southwest in the market area. Um, so it would be a smidge out of your way, but not terribly so.
All right. So Adnan, if we go to the temple, are you gonna stop whining?
It would feel better if we went to the temple.
Would you now? Would you feel better if you had a drink though?
Um, I would enjoy a drink, though I don't think a drink would make me feel any more at ease with going to the mines.
What if you had 2, 10, say 50?
I mean, there is a certain breaking point in which I don't give two fucks about the mine and I just want to take a nap.
Yeah. Well, I don't really want to carry you to the mine. I suppose, Parsha, we should probably go to the temple.
That's your call.
Fine. But I'm not gonna like it.
You don't have to like it. All right, which way to the temple, Adnan?
Follow me.
Out of curiosity, can we tell what time of day it is?
Out of curiosity, what's going on with Tibu? Is he just following along, or did Tibu just go back to the Raven Queen Church, mission complete? Because nobody said, "Come help us with the mines." He's like, "Hey, I'll help if you want." It was
Yeah.
told to offer my assistance, and then you guys just like, he's got healing
Whoa,
potions.
whoa,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
go
no,
walk
no,
this
no,
way.
no. It's like,
I thought he was with us.
I
Okay.
asked him
Yeah.
if he liked to drink. That was an invitation. You've got to be able to
That
read between the lines
that
here.
is that is my fault. Clearly, I should have known. That was the hook for the player to join the
Whew.
campaign. Do you want a drink?
Yes.
Hey! Of
I mean,
course, my
that's how
fault.
I took it too.
Yeah, that's how I took it. I mean, I was following them around, maybe somewhat out of curiosity, but
I'm like a Pied Piper, but for turtles and with booze.
Turtles and cows and apparently rats in the future.
Oh, I swear to God, we better not find no rats.
Yep, gonna be a were rat coming up now. Gonna just do it.
Oh,
Just for you, Teagan. Just for you. Okay. So as your group heads towards the Temple of Bahamut, which is on the western side of town, it does not take but probably about 15 minutes from where you guys were currently in the street talking, with Adnan knowing kind of exactly where to go, kind of beeline situation. Um, you guys are at the temple, the beautiful platinum temple, where there are a couple of paladins outside with halberts kind of just standing watch looking around. Um, there's just kind of randomly children around and they just freely run in and out of the temple itself. But you guys can head on in if you wish.
Heading in.
Okay.
I go ahead and follow along.
yeah, I'm following
Did
too.
did anybody put a rope leash on Teagan to drag him in, or
Uh,
as he's hemming and hawing over here?
so
Come on,
I'm
Teagan. Let's
Tegan's
go.
gonna look at his cup, and he's gonna look at Potter and his cup and Potter. He's gonna look ahead at the temple, back to the Potter, back to the cup. He's gonna take the cup and he's just gonna put it in his backpack and grab Potter and just start drinking.
As
I
expected
want this
for.
known this wasn't my idea. As I walk towards the guards, I'm gonna just make sure that none of them were the guard that I had a fanciful relationship
Mm-mm.
with at the Colosseum.
Nope, the ones at the Colosseum were human. These are dragonborn.
Good to know.
So as you guys, one is the one on the left is kind of a yellow color, and the one on the right is red. As you guys walk up the stairs, add on a very familiar sight as far as the entryway. There is a priest who starts to walk over, and the priest looks to be elvish just by the elegant looks. Kind of long platinum blonde hair with these bright blue eyes. And as he walks over to you all, hello. How can Bahamut help you today?
It's this isn't the same priest that I spoke to last time. Um, well, hello, my name's Adnan. Um, and I come with Tegan. I had spoke with the high priest last time, Steve, and he said to come on back with Mr. Tegan so that he could help us figure out the issue in the mines.
Um, I believe there's some kind of mistake. We don't have a high priest named Steve.
Stevie,
There's no Stevie. Are
or
you
someone. He said that.
perhaps.
Well, clearly we're in the wrong spot then. All
Are
right,
you
we've been to the temple. It's time to
perhaps.
go to the mines now. Let's go.
Calm down, Tegan. This is a holy place. You got to be respectful.
Throw my first name around like that. I'm respectful. Okay. I'm gonna walk to the back of the crowd and dig my toes into the dirt.
He said that he works here most days. Sometimes he's got to take off, but he said that he would let everybody know about Teagan's situation, and then like quietly, kind of be like, with the purple people eater thing.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's about 40 priests, and I don't know about anything with a Teagan.
So maybe the high priest? Can we speak with him?
There's a high priestess.
She, sure. Is she available?
I will inquire. And he walks away, and kind of in this the entryway that you guys are at. The door on the right. There is a door on the right. Excuse me, and that's like um, a room full of like tables and chairs, and there seems to be a few kids in there, kind of eating. It's kind of loud and rambunctious in there. Um, this particular priest goes to the left. Um, Disappears for a few minutes, and coming from the entryway behind you all is another kind of group of kids, and a priest is with them and kind of helping them toward to the lunchroom kind of area before looking back and goes, Adnan?
Steve?
No.
No?
Gerald?
Gerald! Gerald! I I told my buddy Doug that was not. I said that was Gerald, and he's like, he'd know it's Steve. I knew it was Gerald. Gerald, I brought Teagan.
Ah. Okay.
He's the
Um,
scared one in the back with the book,
Scared one in the back is about ready to throw his copper cup at you.
digging his toes in the dirt.
Gerald turns around. Gerald is a human with salt and pepper hair. He's a little older, and when he looks over at you, Teagan, after you're muttering under your breath, he goes, "Copper cup would be wasted. What if you were to dent it? Throw like a clay one. At least then it's cheap.
Hmm.
Anyway, let me get the children settled, and we will go into one of the back rooms." So he gets the children like in the lunchroom and then gestures for you all to follow him. At this point, the other priest shows up, the elven male, and he's about to say something, and Gerald goes, "No worries, brother. Bahamut has provided," and leads you
Adnan,
guys
I thought
into.
you'd said you talked to a priest, right? That you talked to a priest, not the lunch lady.
No, Gerald's a priest. He's a pretty good one, my understanding. He had a lot of information.
And I'm not a lady,
Well, you weren't
though I
supposed to be
do,
listening.
though I do
Ooh.
handle lunch for the children. Would you like to go eat? Are you are you hungry, Tegan? Is that why you're agitated? I do understand that happens sometimes.
Well, I mean, who am I to pass up a free meal?
Ah, I'll have something brought into our room. Come, follow me, please. He leads you guys towards the center opening, and that kind of tees off. You guys go down the right hand side before entering a small, um, maybe 20 by 20-foot room. Very plainly decorated, clean, but nothing extravagant or in these rooms. There are different softer chairs, some lounge couches, and a couple of more sturdy wooden chairs that he gestures to you all to uh, sit wherever you are most comfortable. I will return with refreshments. And he leaves. A few minutes later, he comes in with a couple of other. He has some of the kids helping him, and they bring in a few platters of. Um, it looks like some assortments of fruits, a couple of loaves of breads, and then some sliced hams. And then there is a pitcher of water. Looks like one of some sort of a fruit juice and another one of wine that is kind of set down in the central chamber or central table. Speaking, and um, the kids kind of leave, and he goes, "Okay, well, Adnan, the person that you gave the silver bar to, I discovered that was Shiraz, one of our draconic priests, and that gold or that silver bar was donated where it should have been, directly to the fund for the children.
The children look happy walking through here, so it looked like it was used well.
It usually is, as far as for the children are concerned. And so you have brought Teagan, the man who died and made a pact with a creature he doesn't understand.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, Teagan, what would you say?
I would say it was an opportunity, and I never agreed to anything because not all the bargains were on the table.
That's usually the how those things work. The
Yeah.
small print is always too hard to see. But
Well, anyways, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna just go ahead and
yeah, go ahead, partake.
go ahead and take the pitcher of wine and one of the hams and one of the trays of fruit, and I'm gonna go find a couch and kind of
Veg
blast.
out, spread out, and eat. Yeah. The
T-Bug,
rest of you,
do you eat? Do you eat meat or do you eat like
Yeah,
fruit? What do you eat? Fish?
sure.
Blood?
I eat fish. I eat fruits and vegetables and drink a lot of water. It's normal stuff. I mean,
I hear that human wizards are a delectable.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. That's what you heard.
Mm. Especially ones that have been marinating for some time.
Is he
that's
talking
So,
about the drinking or the lack of showering?
I'm not quite sure at this point.
I
Maybe a
don't know,
bowl.
but I don't really like this man.
Well, that's
Okay,
because
let's.
he's gonna peer into your soul.
Okay, we came for help. Let's get our help so we can go save our home.
homes can be replaced, temples can be homes, but souls, not so easily done.
But our home has a bar.
Mm. Any slab of wood can be considered a bar. Right there, this table. As soon as the wine touched it, became a bar.
That's kind of true, Tegan. You carry Potter everywhere. You have a roaming bar.
Maybe that makes me a bar.
mm,
I set my drink on his head.
Oh my goodness.
It falls. Nope, you're not a bar.
I'm a shite of a bar, is what I am.
So,
All
Teagan,
right, godly man.
there are some details. Adnan shared with me what he could, but why don't you
Data.
explain to me what exactly happened? In as much detail as you can.
Well, you see, it all started when Reynard told me to go down into these damn sewerish things and find this lot of vagabond people. And the next thing I know, I'm, putting people to sleep, and then this lady's head's exploding and things coming out, and then, we're wandering around. And, I decided to go stabby, stabby, poke, poke when I probably should have stepped back and went blasty, blasty, fire, fire. And then, I think I passed out. I might have had too much to drink. I know, it's hard. hard to think, hard to see, but it's a possibility that I had too much to drink, and then there was these weird like I don't know. I mean, eyes, floating eyes. I mean, very Cheshire cat shit, you know. And he said, "Do you want to live?" And I was like, "Of course I want to live, you wee posh tart." And then he was like, "Poof," and then I woke up. And then when I woke up, Adnan was dead. So I was like, "Oh shit, what do I do now?" I figured I lived and he died. So then we ran around, and you know, I don't really know. I probably made a few frenemies. Took a bunch of things, and then we went in and we found Adnan and a lot of halls, and we just kept running. We found him, we got him out, and you know, then they dragged me here.
What do you think will happen to you should you return to the mines, the place where you made the pact?
Well, I'm hoping that I can find Mister Do You Want to Live and put me wee right foot up his left arse.
And what about the possibility of him using you to put your foot up their arse?
Well, I mean, I am a high functioning alcoholic wizard. All they really would have to do is, you know, push me over at most times. But that surely wouldn't happen.
Why?
I haven't figured that out yet. We're
Why do
getting
you
there.
think that won't happen? Why do you think that the entity won't use you against your friends and allies?
Well, because Mr. Entity hasn't shown his face since that day. He hasn't even came by to say hello.
Are
No
you
child
sure?
support, no nothing. It's
Are
almost
you
like I got
sure?
daddy issues.
If you keep passing out due to your excessive drinking, how do you know he's not been doing
Ah,
things?
that's the thing though. You see, drinking's a skill. And like all skills, you gotta practice. So I'm practicing my alcohol content.
Mm,
The more I drink, the better I get at it. And then I can stay awake.
mm. And the closer to liver failure you become.
Well, I mean, modern marvels in science and technology and magic. I'm sure by the time I get to that point, I can just have, you know, like wiggle my fingers and poof, I got a new one. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
So your plan is to go in and hope for the best. How do you plan to defeat this thing?
Well, for starters, I'm not gonna do the stabby stabby poke poke bit.
Mm.
I'm gonna stand back. I'm gonna rely on my friends to help. But I've got some ideas. They're loose. It's a very loose idea, more like a rough draft.
A general outline.
That's like bullet points.
Yes.
Point number one, don't die. Point number
Ah.
two, don't let anyone else die. See?
Mm.
It's a work in progress.
Mhm. Mhm. So Adnan shared with me that this thing was released when one of your members is apparently no longer with you lifted some sort of cage thing and some purple mist escaped out and inhabited the bodies of some recently deceased arachnids, which you then had to fight again. If this thing can do that to the dead, and part of it is attached to Teagan, and from my understanding is as you dispatched the recently resurrected spiders that purple mist left the corpse to invade another nearby before growing. Is that about right, Adnan?
Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
So, if it can just jump hosts, it's it seems to me that in order for it to leave Teagan, Teagan's going to have to die.
Well, that's a right bit shite word. So look here, Mr. Fancy Pants Churchy Man. All
I
right,
don't
the way
have
I see
pants
it.
which are fancy.
Thank God you finished that last sentence there, because that was going to get weird between us. I know I've been drinking and all, but oh, Lord Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay, so if there's a part of Mr. Purple Fancy Mist inside me, what I got to believe is that it's some kind of powerful, demon or spirit or wizard or whatever the hell it may be. It's going to want that part back, because right now I've got part of it. It doesn't have part of me. So if we got to get it back in the cage, and as you say, I have to die, maybe, just maybe, I need to go in a cage to trap it, to draw it in.
And is that something you're willing to do, to be trapped inside fighting this thing for who knows how long?
Oh, absolutely not. Are you mad? No, but that's why I'm taking Potter with me. I won't be alone.
I see. You, the drink, and a spectral entity that inhabits bodies and is power hungry and looking to have a fresh body to inhabit, all inside a ancient trap that we hope still works.
Correction. Potter, not drink. He doesn't like being called a drink, okay? Alright, just between you and me.
Hmm.
2, I'm not some wee powerful body. I've got a damaged liver. So, yeah, we'll get him in a cage, we'll shut the door, and, may the best man win.
Which, by your own recent words, isn't you, Mr. Damaged Liver.
Well, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum now, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I don't even know what bubblegum is.
Clearly.
That's funny. He just goes right through the drink.
Look, can you do anything about Mr. Purple Mist Man inside me?
Yes.
What?
Remove it.
Can you remove it and keep me as I am? As in, not dead.
I don't know.
If he dies in the process, can you bring him back?
If his soul isn't shattered,
Just his liver.
which
As
is
far as I
probably
know,
2 to
your
4
soul
more
doesn't
days of
live
use
in a
anyway.
liver.
The call is yours, Teagan.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Because I know Adnan over there, he's, all cranky pants about Mr. Purple Mist Eyeball Man. And we gotta get to the mines, and, we gotta get the home. And everybody's looking at me like I'm some kind of answer for Jesus and everything else. So here's what we're gonna do, right? Mr. Churchy Man here.
Who's Jesus?
Just, okay, I wasn't speaking to you.
Hmm.
Um, you know, you had to be there. So if I let Mr. Fancy Pants Man here, who doesn't have fancy pants apparently, pull the purple mist thing out me, and if I don't live, if I don't survive, and if my soul's shattered and my soul's broken, I'm coming back to haunt each and every one of you bastards. If I survive, Then can we go to the mines and kick some ass and chew some bubblegum?
I'm still confused what this bubblegum thing is.
Ken, man, I'm not talking to you.
You're kind of in the room, it echoes.
He's talking bastard.
I'm a priest, that's literally my job.
I'm all for
Oh,
going to the mines. Having the purple mist taken out of you is completely up to you.
Adnan.
It's your decision.
Okay, churchyman, now I'm talking to you.
Hmm.
Okay, so what are my
Alcohol
odds?
man.
Oh, I've been called so much worse.
I believe
What are
that.
my odds of living and not living? Okay,
Can I can I examine your soul? That'll tell me what the odds are.
why the hell not?
So, Geralt stands up, walks over to Teagan, and puts his right hand on Teagan's head, and takes his holy symbol, and puts it on the back of his hand, and he kind of just closes his eyes. And those of you other than Teagan, you guys can see the symbol of the platinum dragon kind of light up, and kind of like a pulse of energy go like a waves of energy going into Teagan. And when he does this, Teagan's body kind of starts to glow. Um, at first, kind of the same white energy that the holy symbol is pushing into Teagan, but then that changes, and there is it changes colors to about like a more pale version of salmon, um, kind of that light red, pale pinkish kind of color. But right around the heart, there's like purple veins that are encompassing the heart itself, and the like roots of a tree. They're spreading out from there. You can see where one is at the base of the neck, trying almost coming up into the brain. Um, Others are reaching towards different arms, trying to slowly. It looks like reach out to grab different parts of Tegan's body. And as the light fades, so does that colorful representation of what's happening to Tegan. And he kind of steps back and he goes, "Well, good news is you've got about 20 more years on that liver, so you'll be fine, unless you significantly increase your drinking.
Ah,
Bad news is you may want to significantly increase your drinking. I put your odds 60-40. 40 successful. 60 soul shattering death."
right. Well, Adnan had a soul-shattering death, and we managed to bring him back.
Adnan's soul wasn't shattered, it was tortured.
I can vouch for the torturing.
Can I have a few minutes to think about it?
I will leave the room. Definitely. Take your time.
So, Gerald, what you're saying is he's stuck with it forever, or he rolls the dice and hopes that.
I I am saying that eventually Tegan will no longer be Tegan, as this thing is slowly reaching out from the core around his heart area and is growing within him. When it reaches different key points, Teagan will no longer be your friend and ally. He'll be it. There is a possibility that him going as he is into the mines could expedite that process. Uh, I don't know for a fact of that though. So the only thing I can think of is to attempt to rip it out of him, which is, bluntly similar to ripping out somebody's heart and trying to put it back in.
Is there anything that would increase his odds of making it through it? Like anything that would help you as you rip out a vital organ and stuff it back in?
Um, if he had gotten here sooner.
So if we were to wait and the purple entity wins, or we go to the cave and the purple entity wins quicker, in the event that the purple entity is winning, is there any recourse that we can help Teagan with at that point?
Putting him out of his misery.
Let me ask you something now, churchy man. So, what you looked at, was it me body or was it me soul?
Soul.
Okay. Alright.
I use the ripping out the heart as a metaphor. It
And
is around your heart area, which is one
you
of the
say
main
I
7
needed to,
chakras.
I needed to be here sooner, right?
If you had come sooner, it would not have grown so much, and your chances would, at minimum, be 50-50. Without seeing what that could be, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's it. Right
Still,
there.
we're heading back to the Rochelle's right now. Let's go.
Yeah, we have to go.
I'm grabbing Portia and I'm gonna scoot Turtle Man out the door and just boom, gone.
Wait, I can't walk that fast, dude. Like,
What?
It's okay.
where are we going?
This way.
That doesn't.
Oh,
I don't understand. Doug, what is going on? Why did Teagan just push the turtle out and you're on mute?
Good story, Doug. We can't hear a damn
You're
word you're
still on
saying.
mute. You're still on mute.
I'm sorry, I have no idea where they're going, but I'm going to try and catch up. Thank you for your help, and I have a feeling we're going to be back. Come on,
Okay.
Portia.
No, Tegan has grabbed me and has dragging me with him.
He's pushing a turtle and dragging a halfling.
Fancy
yeah.
pants. I'll see you in a short bit.
Seeing both sides of these coins, Tegan, as somebody who's had a battle for their soul, that's not exactly a fun thing to do. Ever. What's your plan? Where are we going? Will you stop dragging me?
We don't
Why am I being pushed?
have time. It's about time. You see, I needed to be here sooner. Rashal, Rakashaka, the guy is doing the time magic. Do you see now? Do you understand?
But you said the time
I
magic
need to
bad.
go into the time magic, to go backwards. If I go backwards, then I'm going backwards to go forwards so that we can be here now. It's kind of like,
I think I follow you, but Tegan, I can't go in there. I can't go back in
I'm
time.
not asking you to go in there. Somebody's going to have to carry my dead ass out.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Just stop dragging me.
Fine.
I move off the side and let you through. God, I'm sick of being pushed.
I walk with Tegan.
Yep.
I thought
You
you
guys.
Well, I'm not walking.
Okay, so
I'm not walking. I am doing a drunken race run, staggering, bouncing off wall to wall.
Good thing I didn't have you like give me a piggyback ride. I probably have more damage than not.
Yes. And no.
All right. So are you all headed back to the bookworm's treasure?
Appears that way. At least I
Trying to
am.
keep pace with Teagan.
Yep.
Yep.
Running after Teagan.
Okay. Um, just before you guys, or just Adnan, just before you leave to chase after them, um, Gerald goes, "Why are you all leaving in such a rush?"
Oh, because we know this one dragonborn wizard man that is able to manipulate time with magic. And the thought is go to him and have him turn back time for Teagan so he can come back here.
Okay, so your hope is he sends Tegan into the past. Won't Tegan's present then be in the past, and so the growth is still the same?
I'm sorry, you were kind of difficult to hear there for a moment.
I'm not familiar with time magic, but if the Tegan now goes back in time, won't he still be the Tegan of now, so the growth will be the same? You would have to get the Tegan of the past to come here.
I mean, that is
How do you
one
do?
philosophy. I don't
That's
know
crazy.
that much
Good
about time.
good luck.
Appreciate it. We have to do something for him.
Good luck.
Thank you. And
Always always walk in the light.
I rush out.
Okay? So what was a 20-minute walk has become a 12-minute brisk walk half run. I say that because even Tegan, after he gets so far, is huffing and puffing. He's excited, but there's only so far that Mr. Drinking Man can take off, even in excitement. So you guys get back to the bookworm's treasure, which is, as as Tibu knows, is just a library. So you're not really sure why they're excited to be back here. What do you guys do?
What?
I, s- I don't. Once we get there, I just kind of stand off to the side. Is there still time magic in there that you insisted was so bad and now that you want to deal with?
Okay, no. Now listen to me. Listen to me. I know it didn't make sense before, but listen to me.
You don't ever make sense, but okay.
Well, it's okay. The second grade it for you here, okay? So we're not going to turn back time, but if I can go back in time until past Tegan, hey, jackass, go with Adnan to the temple then instead of now. Now becomes then, and then becomes now. It's this whole crazy temporal paradox thing. That's why I told you not to go into the time magic thing, okay? But this time I'm telling you, we have to go into the time magic thing.
Your logic is dizzying.
You get used to it, I promise. I,
I hope so.
it makes sense in a weird Tegan kind of way. Um, I'll sit out here and I'll wait for you, but you know as well as I do, I cannot go in there.
No, 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 no. It's okay. Adnan, you were in there earlier for just a split second from our perception, right?
Yeah,
Okay. How long did you perceive it to be when you were in there?
I wasn't able to really perceive time.
Hours, days, a long time, a short time. You had to have perceived something. You had to have felt something. Time has different effects on everyone.
I just was able to know that time wasn't passing at a normal rate. I don't know if it was going fast or slow.
Tell me everything that you saw when you were in there.
Um, Adam, I don't remember anything at all, correct?
No, your you, your skill check was not high enough to have any memory. You walked in, and then you backwards walked out, and then you had a massive headache. You were exhausted, and you had the whole um, deja vu situation of don't fucking go back.
Yes, I don't remember anything from the time I stepped forward to the time I came back. It's like that was a different time continuum, as you called it.
Did you see Richard?
I only saw him from the doorway.
Okay, but you can see him from the doorway. Good. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, alright? Who's got a rope? Somebody's gotta have a rope on it, right?
Somebody does, yes.
Alright, so
Yeah, I do.
what we're gonna do, you're gonna tie a rope around my waist, alright? I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna try and find Rashal, and I'm gonna cast a message cantrip. I'm gonna send him a message that we need help, that we need his help. Okay? We're gonna wait to the count of, say, 10. 5. 5 or 10. Okay?
5.
5 it is. And then you pull me back out. If I'm correct, I won't have any idea of how time is passing inside there. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm dead anyway, so
If this is what you want to do, here, I can't reach one arm. I haven't figured it out yet. There's a rope hanging off my back here.
alright, Doug, go ahead and grab the rope. Let's get it tied around my waist.
All right, tying
Well,
it around.
here's a thought. When Portia said she entered it, it spat her back
I
out.
didn't.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
That
No.
got
Nev-
retcon.
The
What?
Portia went in after you went in, but since you didn't go
okay.
in, that never happened.
That was an alternate timeline, right?
That who knows?
That's
All right.
bullshit right there. Okay. So it's a long shot, all right? It's a long shot, but if we can try to get better than 60-40 odds, if we could get to 55-45, then Mr. Fancy Pants, churchy man, I'll let him do what he has to do. And if I don't make it, again, I'm gonna haunt every one of you bastards. And I swear to God, if anything happens to Potter, oh,
You want me to take Potter?
Yeah, speaking of Potter, you need to leave him with us.
Here, I'll take Potter. I'll guard Potter.
Are
Well,
you really holding out your war pick and saying, "I'll take Potter"?
I am.
I'll take Potter.
okay, well, thanks. Thank you.
I'm still getting
I
used.
will
Oh,
I'm gonna hand Potter to Doug with you and to Adnan.
Okay.
still getting used to this one arm thing. Sorry.
All right, Tibu, you look like
Yeah.
a stout lad, right?
Sure.
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 Are you fairly strong?
I feel like it, yeah.
He feels like it, he says.
Mhm.
Oh, shit. Okay,
My
so.
mom says I'm very strong.
Oh, his mom says he's very strong.
I mean, you gotta trust moms.
Who the shit is this man? Okay, so a 5 count. Right,
Okay.
Portia? 5. No, not 5. No. Portia, because Tibu, you can't count. You couldn't count from 1 to 50. So Portia, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit, pull. Okay.
Tegan, I
pulling
know
on
how
5?
to count. I promise. Pull on
That
5.
was-
Pulling on 5. Pull on 5, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull.
No, we're pulling on
Nice.
5. 1,
So
2,
1, 2, 3,
3,
4.
pull.
Pull.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Adnan,
3, 4,
if
pull.
I die, you better take care of Potter.
If you die, at least you could maybe come back like Leaf and take care of the bar.
Oh my God, you are so smart. He could be our
Oh.
leaf. No
What's our
worries, Teagan. You got your afterlife taken care of.
You're really gonna be a bar for real.
Think about how awesome that would be for you.
Completely surrounded by liquor and alcohol, but unable to enjoy it.
Oh,
That's a
oh,
good
thank
deal
God.
for you.
A good deal for you, he says.
All right.
Right, right. I will
I
see you on a count of 5.
yes.
All right, now give me a few moments. I gotta prepare my message.
Okay.
What's this damn Dragonborn's name again? Because I'm gonna keep saying it wrong, and I don't want to send a
Rashal.
message. Rashal.
Rashal.
R-A. Okay.
It's R-I. It's R-I-S-H-A-A-L. I typed it just above if you look in Discord.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. I thought that was one name you typed in there. Okay, alright, so I'm ready. Potter stays. Okay. And I'm also going to reach into my robes and pull out 3 other flasks with liquor. I'm going to set those on the ground.
Mm-hmm,
I'm going to reach into my boot, pull out a 4th flask, set it on the ground.
What about
I'm
the
going
one
to
that you
grab
walked
my...
on?
Shh.
No, my fault.
I'm going to grab my staff, twist the top, take a pull, twist the top back shut, set it on the ground. Okay, I think I've got it all. Oh, never mind. Oh, I always forget this one. I'm gonna reach down my pants and pull out a flask. Set it on the ground.
He is a bar. You're right.
Prison wallet.
Yeah, prison wallet.
Listen, he's got to keep something for just in case he's.
Okay. I'm ready.
So just so I understand, you are starting to cast a message, because message is a 6-second cast spell. You're starting to cast it, and just before point of release is when you're stepping in, choosing your target, and sending the spell.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I've got a very, very short piece of copper wire in my hand that I managed to dig out of somewhere of my robes.
Makes sense. All right. Who is tying the knot on Teagan?
I'll tie the knot on Teagan.
Okay. I need
So
you to
you
make
better
a
damn well be able to tie a
straight
good knot.
dexterity check.
Oh,
Jesus H. Christ.
dexterity check.
Just click the dexterity plus button. Not a save. Okay. You're feeling fairly confident you know how to tie knots. Maybe you were a sailor in a past life.
Or into bondage, one of the two. Let's go.
Or both.
Yeah.
All right, Teagan, as you step through the threshold, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
That's just straight intelligence, right?
There should be a button for saving throw. Intelligence saving throw. You should have a button on D&D Beyond.
Did it work?
It did. Yep.
Okay.
So you step through, and you feel like you are in jello, like thick, pushing against something. You're looking around, and you don't see Rashal.
I'm familiar with his shop, though.
You are familiar with his shop, yes.
And I don't
So
have
you
to have
can
that
you can
straight.
point in a direction and hope the message is received. You don't have to have a target. You point in a direction, and you have an idea of a target, and you hope it's received. So what is the message you are sending?
So my message is going to say, Rishal, extreme urgency needed. Life and death. We need you to come out of your time bubble. Fate of the world at hand.
Make a persuasion check. Because the fate of your world is
Ooh,
at hand.
nice.
So, in this brief moment of releasing the magic, something you've never been able to see before is the actual particles of energy when you release magic. Most of the time, if it's something like a message, they are unseen by the naked eye. But in here, there's like a white mist that slowly goes forward, ever so slowly. Um, before a line is cut down the center in front of you and gets like torn open. And on the other side, you can see this person falling from a distance through this tear, hitting you, and both of you are pushed out of Rashal's shop. Now, for those of you on the outside, after the 5 seconds, and Tibu starts to pull and pull and pull, the he's unable to pull Teagan back out. For whatever reason, the rope is there, and you don't see Teagan, but the rope stops right at the just past the threshold of the shop. And Tibu, your muscles are bulging, and it's been a very long time since you've ever lost a test of strength before. And
Mhm.
you're just, with your hands wrapped, and you're just. You almost poop a little.
Yeah. I release a little ooze.
Little ooze gets through. Um, at this point, those of you who are outside, 12, 15, 20 seconds have passed. What are you doing as Tibu is straining against this rope?
I would probably go over to Tibu and try to help him pull it out.
Okay,
Seeing that nothing's working, wouldn't know what else to do but to try and also keep pulling.
sure.
I think Portia would. I don't see me. I don't know how I would do it. She would be looking around trying to figure out what to do with her war pick and how to one-handed help.
Mm-hmm. 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 What is she going to do with her war pick?
I still have a pretty tight death grip on it, don't I?
Mm-hmm. You've not let it go.
Oh. I guess I can't help. I wouldn't.
She's not willing to release the war pick to save Tegan.
I no, but I Portia would be willing to try. Like, I would see if I could let go of it or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. You let go. It falls to the ground.
Will it fit? I want to put it in my pack. I don't want it like away from me. And I attempt to one-handed help pull
Okay.
the rope.
I need all three of you to make strength checks.
Just a straight strength roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not a save, just a pure strength roll. That makes sense. That makes sense. And T-boo. That makes sense. That's about right. Whoa, T-boo. Why are you rolling with disadvantage? What are you doing with the
I
8?
I must have clicked on it twice.
Um, as the three of you, Adnan, you just cheering them on. Go team. Pom poms
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Okay. As the three of you are pulling and straining, that rope does not budge. Before it suddenly does, as Teagan and some other person come flying out of this door. I need all three of you to make dexterity saving throws, as you are not expecting this sudden Teaganism. As Tibu falls on his shell because of Teagan's impact, Portia and Doug are able to quickly let go of the rope and jump out of the way. Tibu's shell kind of scrapes a little bit, holding onto a Teagan. Teagan, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You feel tired from that, drained, but you do remember getting your spell off, but seeing it slowly going towards some sort of target before what looked like a tear in the space time and this person being thrown at you. And
Ow!
Faust, you are half burnt, um, a little beaten. You have no idea where the fuck you are. The last thing that you can think of and remember was a couple of bearded devils chasing you as you were in the first layer of hell. Before something opened up below you, excuse me, and you find yourself here. Yep.
Okay. I'm alive. Hold up. Where am I?
Hi. Teagan, are you okay?
You guys demons.
Is
Who
Tegan
the
okay?
hell is this man?
Where's
What
my
is-
sand?
What's going on today?
Oh,
Sand?
shit.
Demons?
Where's Potter? Who's got Potter?
Let
He's right
Potter
here.
over there.
I need Potter.
Here you go.
Was that you guys? Holy shit.
I went and grabbed my war pick back and rehold it. It's been too close since my ordeal. Who are you? Are you okay?
I've been running for the past like 5 minutes. This is not good.
Running.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Where am I?
You're in water deep. Who are you?
Water? Oh well that's good. Far away. Ah, nice to
Far
meet
away
you.
from where?
You're human. That's good.
Uh,
I'm Foss. I think
who?
you're human. What
Uh,
are you? No, you're not. Never
That's
mind.
rude. Excuse you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look. Okay, like whatever you are, it's better than what I've been seeing. Okay. Oh. Oh
You
my
must have been
gosh.
seeing some shit there, pal.
There was these things with like snakes for hair, and it was not good. And they were chasing me, and oh, I got split up from the others. It's just
Right. Where's Rishol?
what?
Where's Rishol?
Who's Restall?
Who are
First,
you?
let's start with your name first. What's your name?
I just okay. I'll say it again. I'm Faust. I was with some friends. We were. It's a little hard to explain. I was
Well,
running from demons. It wasn't fun.
okay, fast. Can you be slow? Can you
Uh,
slow?
look, man, I've been very quick for the past 10 minutes. You have to give me one moment. Water deep. Okay, that's a good start. Uh, I was. Let's see. There was Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. that's where it all started. All right, it was fine. We were going through, and then oh my gosh, I don't know how we got there in the end, but
Do we know, or do I know anything about Boulder's Gate?
Yeah, it's a major city just down the way.
Okay.
no, that's where it started. I was with some newly
But
found friends, and
you just came out of Rashal's shop with Teagan. How were you in Boulder's Gate?
well, I was going
How were
slowly.
you
Baldur's
so
Gate is not
shocked?
where it started. Uh, look, I was running. A portal opened up. I wasn't about to jump over it. I was going to take my chances. I figure I probably would be better in the portal than running from a bunch of very very fit looking demons.
Teagan, did you open a portal?
I don't know.
Let's throw him back in and find out.
Oh, that's
Well, whatever he did, it helped. All right.
How long were you in there, Teagan?
Apparently long enough to
I
fuck shit
don't
up.
know.
Jesus, we thought we had the purple haze to worry about. Now he's opened up the gates to hell, it sounds like.
Well, I mean, it looks
I
like
need
it
a
closed
fucking
behind me.
drink.
I don't know. I fell. All right.
all right. So since you just came out of there, and Teagan keeps going on about time magic, can you help us get in there?
There is time magic involved. Look, that's bad stuff. All right, you don't want to mess with that. I read a little bit about
Wait
it.
a minute. How do you know about time magic?
Well, I heard some things. All right, we were reading some books. There was apparently some studies from a young wizard trying to learn more about it and doing that. But I haven't touched it. Okay, I don't want to
I'm gonna
or
turn.
rip apart or open up more holes in space time continuum.
I'm gonna look at Adnon and Doug with a U, and we're like, I don't know who he is, but I think he's trying to pull a fast one on us.
I look over, as we're saying, I look over at Tebow and say, "Welcome to the group. This is about normal. We have crazy stuff that happens. Although this is new. I've never seen anybody come out of an empty bookshop before."
That's
I
almost
mean,
like I gave birth.
look, oh, okay. I don't know how to respond to that one. Look, I've got some books on me. I've been studying this for a long time. Can't cast any of it though. Kind of embarrassing.
Studying what?
Magic.
Are you a wizard?
No,
Oh Christ!
no, I'm not. I can't cast a damn thing. I don't have that connection to whatever it is. Yeah, no, doesn't work.
Did
Do
you
you know how
see?
to drink?
Pardon?
Do you know how to drink?
I mean, Baldur's Gate has some pretty nice wine, but it's not. Yeah, no, I can drink wine. Wine's fun.
It's okay,
I can drink
Tegan.
wine. Wine's
Tegan, it's
fine.
okay.
I mean, it's all alcohol, isn't it?
Oh.
Oh man, and that is how Tegan and Faust died.
Oh, Tegan's liver explodes outwards like that.
See any purple haze while you were in there?
Uh, no, I haven't seen any haze.
Okay, so now we have
Sit down and have a drink.
the mines that we're being asked to come help clear out the evil that we apparently started. We've got the purple people eater that's getting ready to consume Tegan. And now we've got this person that has just came out of an empty bookshop. Am
Fa-
I comprehending this?
Faust, explain what you look like for everybody here.
Boss looks. Let's see.
Besides
Usually
ragged.
a
my
rat.
my,
Oh,
my
help me
appearance
God.
has changed. That's right. I got new clothes. Boss is now wearing commoners clothes. I have. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Just a lovely scarf. I've got this. I guess the most important detail now would be my new cloak, which I haven't quite figured it out yet, but it has a whole bunch of different like images on it. Ones of like a I assume rope and other stuff, and I'm just like, it looked fancy, and I put it on. Other than that, I have brown eyes, brown hair, very very plain. I have lots of a bag. It's kind of really weirdly rectangle shaped. If like I pick it up and pull it, it's a book. All right, there's lots of books in there. Yeah. I also have a bag of sand. One of them is half empty. I don't know where the rest of it went.
Why do you carry around a bag of sand?
Look, when there's a bunch of invisible little demon things, I figured the best thing to do was to throw sand everywhere and like, you know how
But
like when you step and it displaces. I thought that was going to be my way to survive.
we have to deal with demons and invisibility. Did they come after you? Because last I checked, our agenda was pretty big.
Look back at wherever I popped out of and be like, I mean, I don't think so. They would be here by now. They were pretty quick.
Cool. Doug, will you help me get my rope back, please? Because I just need something basic to do right now.
Fast, 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 fast. I have some questions for you. Okay, they're very
You
simple.
guys have some nice pavement here, all right? This is different.
Okay. Focus, focus, focus. How do you feel about rodents? What happens
like
when the full moon's out? Do you stay?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh no, I am. This is me. I've seen some of the things I think you're talking about, and oh boy, did he ate a people. That wasn't funny though. Hopefully, he's not coming through the door. Right? I've had enough of him.
You don't eat people though, right?
Gosh, no. I eat What do I eat? Rations, nuts. Yeah, that's what I eat. I'm tired, man. It was hot.
Okay, all right. I figured, we've seen a cow man and a turtle man. I mean, the next thing we're gonna see is a pig flying out the goddamn window with his ass on fire. So let's just all
Oh,
sit down and have a drink.
I'm waiting to see it sober Teagan. I feel like that's the way this day's going.
Never gonna happen.
It's not possible.
Boss, it sounds like you're an adventurer.
uh, not not quite. I kind of got roped into it. Uh, More like blackmailed and kidnapped, sort of. It all worked out in the end. Uh, yeah. No, I came from I'm literally just a plain human. I was originally a farmer. Not really a farmer. I read books, okay? Lots of books. Books are good. Books don't attack you, they don't set you on fire. Actually, that's a lie. Some of them do.
Yeah, I was about to say you haven't seen the right kind of books then.
Yeah, no, you're completely right, friend. What am I talking about? I'm too. This is something else. Okay, you know what? Anything is better than back there. So, pleasure to meet you guys. You guys seem to be in trouble. Like purple mist, did you say? And something about a Rashal and time magic. Okay, time magic is not good. And portals and a mine. You guys need to go to a mine.
Yep,
Okay.
sure do.
I don't really know where I am right now. I haven't really been to Waterdeep much. Is it alright if I tag along? I look. I'm like trying to like see how far the city goes, and I assume it goes for quite a while.
Oh
I'm just
yeah.
like, haven't seen that street before. That building looks
You
strange.
can tag along, that's fine, but no more frogs splashing into me and knocking me cold, okay?
Look, I'm not that heavy, okay? I'm sure you're fine. You got this. Okay. Yeah.
Just forewarning, we seem to be a shit magnet, so if you hang around us, you're probably going to have to step in it.
Trust me. Okay.
Oh, you'll be
Uh,
bathing in it for no time.
Okay.
From one hot water to the next, I guess.
So did Rashal get your message? Because it took
I
forever for him
have.
to come back out there, out
What do
of
you
there.
mean forever? I said 5.
You didn't come. It was stuck. We pulled and there was no you for like 30 seconds, maybe a minute.
Tabo, you told me you were strong.
I pulled.
Hey,
I
pulled
pulled.
so hard he tinkled a little bit.
We all ended up trying to pull the rope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, weak ass lot of you. Okay, well, the good news is I'm here. Exactly how long was I gone, though?
About a
5
minute.
seconds.
10 seconds or a minute?
I
5
would say,
seconds.
I would
5
say,
seconds or a minute. Jesus Christ, nobody here knows how to count.
I don't
Well,
know
I
how,
counted to
like
5
20
and pulled.
seconds. I don't know,
you
30?
weren't you weren't clear on when to say start counting, so
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, like space time magic, I can imagine if you got stuck in that, I don't think any amount of pulling will pull you out of that.
So if, what do
so
we
says
do
the
now?
farmer who reads a book. Okay, so I don't know if Rochelle got my message or not because I sent the message and I got it was this beautiful, sparkly light. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Next thing I know, splits and this thing comes flying right at me,
Okay,
and then boom, right out the door I go.
I
I
have
just got
Oh
called a thing.
shit!
no
Oh
idea what
no,
you're
your
talking
green
about.
screen.
Oh shit!
Man down, man down.
I've got this. It's all right. Bastard! You dare fucking. It's okay. Technical difficulties. Oh,
yep. Keep the
fuck.
stress low key.
Oh,
I fell. It's
you
okay.
know what? It's still working though.
We're fine. Everyone's fine. We're fine here.
How are you?
So you going back in there, Teagan?
No,
So what do we do now?
we need to wait. Time was moving slower in there, okay? So if it's moving slower in there, it could take, it could take an hour for my message to get to Rishal. We need to wait and give it some time. I say we all just sit down, get some rest, have a wee drink or 10. That's 1, 2, 10 for those of you that can't count. And then, we just see what happens. I mean, the
You wanna
lizard man's got to come out and pee sometime, anyways, right?
you want us to sit outside the bookshop while it looks empty?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's a bookshop?
And drink.
Yes, it's a bookshop. That's apparently, according to Teagan, full of time magic right now.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, something like
It's
that.
tempting.
Ah,
So you want to what? Wait an hour?
let's give it an hour to see what happens.
You know what? I'm gonna take you up on that offer. I need a drink too. Running is something else.
Well, I just happen to have just the thing here, but it's not no fancy wine.
What are all these bottles on the floor?
Don't you dare touch them, such as Tegan rushes over and starts scooping them all up. Those
That's
are
his version of
private
Kevlar.
property.
Do you collect bottles?
I like how the guy who has time against his side is saying just to sit down and wait.
Well, because if it worked, time will be on our side, not against us.
You guys like on the clock for something? What's happening? Like
Yes, kind of know, maybe so.
I can relate. I was on the clock at one point for a mission. It wasn't fun. It was either I die or we do what we were told. What about you? It had something to do with hearts for me. Something about getting us our hearts eaten. It's not fun.
Kind of similar in a way.
Oh wow.
Did he
It's
just say he got his heart eaten?
You're talking about heart eating, and I thought, like, being in a sandstorm fighting for my soul was something fierce, but I think I would rather that than a heart being eaten.
You guys are fighting for souls?
Well, it's Tegan's soul, but it's slowly eating his heart, and it's probably going to consume him at some point. We're not quite sure.
Pretty
I
much,
want to.
if you hang around us at one point or another, your soul may be tortured, or you may be, trying to free it from a bad entity somewhere. There's at least 3 of us who have been in that position so far, so.
I'm out.
That's fair.
I'm just gonna like, look through my pack. Just gonna look through my pack and just be like, oh, I don't really, my hit, my medicine kit won't cover that one. Okay.
Tivo, I just imagine you right now, your head just kind of going Yeah,
And
me
you
too.
shall.
Okay.
It's actually really good you guys stopped by because we just lost 2 members of our group.
Oh,
Like
and we have a warm
misplaced them
place to
or
sleep, and actually we have 2 open beds, but one of them's nothing but, like, a pile of fluff.
Pile of
uh
fluff.
Yeah,
you,
like a pile of feathers. I may have stabbed it a lot.
let's I vote to go there. If we are waiting. I'm not going to question you guys losing your team. Do you mean like misplaced, or you mean like
That all depends. Are you joining our little
Depends on which team members you're
gang?
asking about.
I don't know where I am. Okay, I think it's probably best to stay with the person who possibly opened the portal, so that way maybe I can go back at a time when there aren't demons there.
Good, good. Now that you mention that, as the one who possibly, potentially, maybe did not possibly at all open up the portal, I tell all of you that we should stay right here and have a drink and wait. Just wait 1 hour, 1 hour, one.
How many fingers do I count on for that?
Good lord. Okay, one, like the number of shells you have. Okay, one. And we drink.
Okay,
Padre, I'm gonna just start pouring as I reach
certainly.
into my robes and start pulling out
Of
cups at
course.
random.
As an hour goes by with some drinking and conversation, and maybe not some conversation, maybe some reflection of what demonic entities may haunt your dreams, what captains may still chase you from space time. The hour goes by, and the shop seems to not have changed.
One.
Yes, one. Good.
Well, Teagan,
Um,
I think you got to go back in.
If you guys like need to send messages to people like from a distance, like as long as I can see them, I can like message them, sort of.
yes, no, that's what we tried. I tried that. I.
Well, I can
Dear.
too. It's called yelling.
Oh.
He
I
is a
like
wizard.
I
I
like
like
T-Boo.
him. I like him.
I like T-Boo.
All right, so I'm gonna. Tegan's just gonna kind of sit down and start rubbing his head as he's trying to think if there was anything that he missed, anything he could have done differently.
Like to walk and
Give
look in the
me
door.
a Arcana check, Tegan. Hmm. As as you're actually starting to take a moment after just kind of hoping Rashal would finish whatever it is he's doing and come out, uh, you you kind of remember that the way message works is you point in a direction, the magic goes that direction, and if your target is there, they will hear the message. However, a portal opened just before your crazy glowing message actually got very far. There's a chance that the message went through the portal, as it
It's
was
just
in the
fucking
line of
grand.
sight and time slowed things down. Or time is just that slow there and it hasn't yet reached him. Or it has reached him and he doesn't care or can't stop what he's doing.
Um, Well, we can't wait any longer. It didn't work. Let's just head back to that there temple and see Mr. Fancy Pants Churchy Man.
I'd like to
Alrighty,
look in the
thank you.
doorway before we leave.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Shop looks empty. You don't see Rashal at all.
Stick my arm in.
Your arm goes through.
I feel any pain or anything?
Nope.
Can I see the whole arm?
Yep.
I pull it back out.
It's comes back out. No issues.
Can you shake it all about?
What do you think, Teagan?
And you didn't feel anything when you did that now, did you?
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna put my hands up and see if I can't sense any presence of magics, whether it be any kind of magics. I'm closing my eyes, trying not to teeter and fall over.
Sure. Um, as you close your eyes and reach your hands out, you realize, shit, I have a spell for this.
I know that's what I was doing.
So are you going to cast it as a spell slot, or are you going to ritually cast it and spend some time?
I'm gonna just cast it as a spell slot.
Okay. So as you cast your detect magic, the the time magic bubble is gone. And the regular shop magic of enchantment and conjuration is there.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna scream Rashal and storm right on in.
Okay. Uh, you go into the library, the bookstore. For him, it's a library. And there's nobody there. It's an empty store.
I'm gonna investigate and look around, see if there's anything. My detect magic, do I detect any kind of like secret magical room or
So
any tingling of anything like
sure.
a
So
pocket dimension?
with the detect magic up, with you inside, um, there the enchantment and conjuration magic is just basically everywhere. Um, and you look around like the around like the books, and there seems to be, hang on, let me get the schools of magique back up. Bum bum bum.
Can I come help him investigate?
You can go in if you want, sure.
Yeah, I'll come into the magical place that spat me out and be like, okay, you're fine now.
There is abjuration magic around, like a layer of it around the books. Um, but as far as like spatial, like pocket dimensiony things, mm-mm. And um, you know that abjuration is a protection type of magic. So there seems to be some layer of protection around the books themselves. And I mean, you know that. Well, Teagan would know that the magic that Rochelle uses for the library, when you without detect magic up and you look up, it's like an infinitely long tower full of books. And when he would climb the ladder, he would just pull the next layer down, which is kind of what the enchantment and conjuration combination seems to be. Is that's what that magic is. But that's all that you see with your detect magic, and just kind of looking around, like in general. Give me a investigation roll, and then Faust, you can give me your own investigation roll. 22, hot dog, yeah, and a 24. All right, so Teagan, the there's you've been in here a couple of times, and nothing seems out of place. Um, you would have thought that with time magic there would be like things moved around the room or something, or even kind of looking at when Rochelle was doing magic with Portia. There was like some of the pits of the sand of the pit was kind of sparked up or thrown up into the air, then frozen, and then slowly scattered around. There was physical disturbances, but the shop seems perfect. Faust, you have never in your life seen such a more beautiful sight. And if you died in this room, you would haunt it so that you could just live here for eternity. You look up and it's just book after book after book after book after book after book.
I like
And
your
you
Rochelle friend.
I don't think he's here. He must have magicked himself on out. Guys, he's not here. Place is empty. Um, let's just get it over with. 40%'s better than 30%. Or 20% for all that, it doesn't matter. Why am I telling you? You don't know how to count. Let's just go.
Is that a 3?
I mean, you have claws, so that's more like, is that a 3?
Yeah. That's how come I couldn't count to 5.
So that you don't have right. I mean, that makes sense. You got this going on, so
Right, and I had to hold the rope.
Um, so this is your friend's shop? Like, this Rochelle person, this is his, like, home?
Rochelle's a wizard, and this is his bookstore where he sells books and spells and scrolls and things like that. I mean, you can't miss him. He's a big wheezing bag of dragon scales, and he don't move fast at all.
Well, that's interesting. Different. Okay.
So Teagan, are you thinking that you want to go back to the temple to see what they can do with your soul, or what are you feeling like?
I'm thinking that we need to get to the mines, and we can't go to the mines if there's a high probability that I'm going to turn and end up, going Portia on everyone here. So
canon.
let's.
You don't want to go
Same.
Portia.
That is a new
Gosh.
Teaganism. Thank you.
I mean, I did. I guess you did kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Right, smack you did. So let's go to the temple and I'll roll the dice. And like I said, if I don't make it through there, I'm gonna haunt each and every one of you bastards.
If you
If I
don't
do
make it,
make it
then you
through
can
there,
just run the bar.
then Jesus H Christ. If I do make it, which I'm gonna make it, then we go to the mines. I've got no purple people eater, purple mist, eyeballs of doom floating around inside of me, and we, you know, do what we do best. Fuck shit up.
Okay.
Okay.
So back to the Temple of Bahamut. Is that the plan?
That's
Sounds
where
like
I'm
it.
going.
Okay. Are the rest of you following your
Yeah.
high functioning alcoholic wizard?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I'm
I
following
wanna
him.
I wanna
Which
visit
is
the priest as well.
okay.
Okay.
All this talk about soul.
I'm going with Teagan and Faust and Tebow and whoever else is going towards the temple.
yeah. Teagan, this just doesn't feel like something that you'd probably want to be doing on your own if you can have some company around.
As long as I don't turn into a raging on fire demon.
As long as you don't Porsche out.
That's right.
One time I make a bad decision.
Yeah, you never go full Porsche.
Oh man,
I
this
can't
is
even be mad because that's great and
this,
so
this is
true.
never gonna get old. Okay. So you guys get back to the temple.
Is that not
Um,
coming?
Yeah.
when you all get there, um, kind of still with the kids is Gerald. And seeing you all back, he kind of walks over to you and goes, "Well, I don't remember having a past conversation. So, did your plan not work?"
What?
It didn't work.
It
You
appears
left
so.
here trying to go back in time.
Right, so if you remember that, clearly it didn't work, okay? Now, can you just come over here away from the others? You and me, we need to have a little conversation.
Sure. He leads you
Alright,
over
so
away from everybody else.
Bahamut, does she take, I mean, if an offering was made, would it increase anyone's chances with what you're trying to do? An offering of of a powerful magical item of sorts.
If such a offering were freely given without expectations, then
Maybe an
perhaps.
offering of a high-powered magical item of never-ending life.
Then, in that case, you and your friends would be set for an eternity. I'm saying if you had an item of never ending life, why are you here?
Well, I mean, one man's life is another man's whiskey, so let's not get that confused.
Hmm.
Um, all right, I need to go. I need to go have a chat with my friends. You stay
Certainly.
here, you
Ah,
eavesdropping little creep. Now I'm gonna approach the group and
okay.
I'm gonna pull out all those bottles and flasks from my boots and the prison wallet, and I'm gonna hand the prison wallet one to Doug with a U, and I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna let them know that my plan is to make an offering to Bahamut to if I'm not coming back, then at least let me go out with a bang. Maybe maybe getting the good graces of somebody on the other side. You never know.
So I'm willing to offer it, Potter.
Really?
Shh. Don't make me think about it. I might change my mind.
Okay.
You know, he said I got about 20 years left on my liver. You know, and I don't want it to be 10 or 5 or geez, again, numbers you can't count. It doesn't matter. So all I'm saying, all
He
I'm
wants you
saying
to live
is,
long and prosper.
oh Jesus H Christ,
Um,
fourth wall. There we go.
So,
Ah,
do you know what the process is to save your soul? Person who opened up a portal, possibly, maybe, not sure quite, but definitely happened.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you know what? What I do know is that Bahamut is a good guy, and you know, if shit's gonna go south, I'd rather it happen here. And if something were to happen when they attempt to pull Mr. Fuzzy Purple Dice out, you know, at least he's in a temple and he can get his ass handed to him. I don't know.
Is the priest nearby?
He
The
should be at the
priest
far end of
is
the hall.
nearby, but he's on the other side of the room,
Yeah, he
purposefully
better not be listening.
not. What's that? You want me what? To listen?
Stay.
Ah,
I'm just gonna look. Okay, well, you know what? Fine, I'll just do this instead. I'm gonna look over at the priest and be like, the last priest I spoke to could speak through minds as well. Are you the same? In his mind, if possible.
does your ability grant the ability to respond the same way?
I don't know actually. I
Some of
think. So.
them,
Hold up.
sometimes they do.
Do. Features and traits. The creature understands. You can. No, it doesn't specifically say that they can speak back. But I mean, hey, if he's like the other priest I met, then maybe he can.
Okay.
It just says you can.
Your communication doesn't give the creature the ability to respond to you telepathically. Um, so
Traits. Only the other one does.
out loud, you hear, um, hello? As he's
Never
looking
mind then.
around weirdly.
I'll just walk up and ask him and be like, look, I was wondering how you plan on helping my new friend here. He kind of saved my life, so if I could maybe help you help him, perhaps.
Um, I'm going to attempt to rip out the corruption within his soul and pray to Bahamut to smite it,
Is there a
and hope
way?
that he doesn't die in the process.
Is there a way for you to maybe lift it partially out so someone could do something to it?
I'm not sure.
Because I have this ability. Okay, I've been working on it, but essentially I can make or attempt to shape sharp objects, and they sort of affect the mind and soul. So I thought if we could work together, maybe the chances are better.
Show me.
I'm gonna go to reach down to my dagger to replicate it, and it's not there, and be like, okay, from scratch. Do any of you have like a dagger or something I can kind of use to like mentally like look at it and try to create one? Any of you got sharp objects? No, no one has a dagger.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
what? Here, I'll just drain one of my little glass jars and flash it. There you go, sharp object.
You know what? Good enough. I'm gonna borrow this thing, and I'm gonna hold one in one hand, and I'm just gonna kind of like
Doug,
look at
I'm
it
gonna
and
need you to
shape it with my
mend
mind.
that when we're done here, okay?
I am not a magician. I can't cast spells. Good luck with this broken glass. uh, yeah. So I'm gonna take the bottle. I'm gonna try and think of the dagger that I originally had that is now gone, and be like, oh! And I'm gonna try and form my first psychic blade. I don't know how that goes. That sounds scary. I assume it has like this purpley pinkish. Oh my god! What if it looks purple like the purple haze?
Too late. You've already started this process.
No. Oh, everyone's gonna think. Okay, yeah, this lovely purple dagger starts to form. It's got this hilt. It has this little emblem that just has F on it, and then it's like these little in curves, and it's just pointed. It's very shiny, and it gives off a slight haze. Might as well just full embrace it now at this point. I messed up. I have this.
So, when you create it, it doesn't last for very long.
It says
You-
when it leaves my hand, it disappears. But I don't think that means I can't just hold on to it because it says when the blade it vanishes after it hits or misses the target. So I assume I can just hold on to it and continue to give that same energy.
Except that it's whenever you make the actual attack action.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So
Yep.
you quickly summoning it, it's there, and then you mentally can't contain this
Just-
image
yep.
long enough, then it starts to fade away. So it's very quick, and then it's there for, maybe 5 or 6 seconds as this spectral kind of blade, and then vanishes. Um, the priest goes, if you could maintain that for longer, potentially.
I mean, I could just make another. It would take like a little bit.
Maybe.
We have a maybe, guys. Yay. Okay.
What happens if you cut flesh with that?
Nothing. It can't
So
leave marks or damage on bodies. It's just it affects your mind and soul. Pretty spooky, man. Perfect assassin. No weapon. No weapon marks.
I put the odds at a little higher than maybe then. An actual knife that can cut into the soul. That might be a better help than me attempting to rip it out.
Well, a different
Less
priest
soul
told me.
damage that way, I hope. Or you botch the cut and he dies. Are you okay with that responsibility?
I mean, I've been in a similar situation before. Most of everyone lived. It was, yeah. I mean, 6 out of 1, 4 out of 1, 4 out of 1.
I
Five
go
if you
over to
count a very
Teagan
big
and
dude.
pat him on the back and say, "See, we've got better than maybe, and 6 out of 1. I mean, this is getting good."
All right. I just like to point out I did make 3 attempts on the same person. It was just we were under pressure. There was a very strange psychotic lady trying to stab other people at the time. It was
Calm down. It's okay. Alright? So, it has to be done. It's got to be done. So and Tegan's gonna walk over and he's gonna hand Potter to Adnan. If you break Potter, I'm gonna hurt you. Okay. Now, everyone, one drink. Say goodbye. Potter's gotta go. As I choke up.
Sure you
Rub
want to
my
do this?
eyes. Just take your drink and pass him around. He's gotta go.
I'll take my drink and pass him to Doug.
I'll take a drink, look at it fondly, pass it to Portia.
Don't pass it to her. She's got one arm. She's gonna drop it.
As he goes to pass it to me, I kind of stick the war pick like I did with the letter and do kind of like one of these and take Potter and take my drink and pass it. I guess whoever's standing next to me. Tebow, are
That'd
you
be
standing? Yeah.
Tebow. Yeah. Tebow takes his drink and passes it over to Faust.
If I'm going to be cutting things and I need to be precise, perhaps this isn't the best time. Oh, you know what? I mean, hey, it comes with confidence, doesn't it? I think.
I
Is
do
that
my
right?
best work when I'm half smashed. It's okay.
Half. You do your best work when you're completely smashed.
I mean, if the man who we're having soul operation on agrees, I mean, I guess it'll help calm the nerves.
Take
Oh
two.
my god. Oh, two? Okay.
Take two and call him in the morning.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna look at it and just be like, I'll after. All right, we'll have this drink after, and we'll have it together. We'll be fine.
And then I'm gonna take powder in my hands, and I'm gonna
I feel like
kind of rub my hands up and down powder. I'm gonna fill a few of the little jars I have.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn my back to the rest of the group, and I'm gonna whisper to Potter, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all those things that have hurt you, and you'd stay. I'm gonna spin around and to Mr. Fancy Pants Churchy Man and be like, alright, of my own free will and accord, I'm offering up my never ending vessel of whiskey to Bahamut. Damned, I hope she drinks, because if she don't,
well,
I think it would do well, and by doing so, I make an oath that I will do my best to cleanse my soul of the stain of alcohol. I will not stop drinking, but I'll slow down.
Bahamut's a male.
Joke's on you. Have you gone and lifted that skirt?
He doesn't wear a skirt.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Are you going to take the damn thing or not?
What about a beholder? Have you seen one? Those things are not good. Yes, the Church of Bahamut accepts your donation.
Internal screaming.
We will see if Bahamut answers your prayers. As he gives the Potter, as he gives Potter to another priest, who then takes it in the room to the left. He goes, "Shall we?"
Oh shit, get it over with.
Do you want them there?
I think it best if something were to go sideways that they're not there. I don't want to put them in danger.
Nope.
Not any more danger than they already are.
I'm coming in.
What if I gotta get naked?
I can turn around if you got to get naked, but you're not going by yourself. First and foremost, we've all have been there for each other when we've been in these crises, when we've been near death, when we've had to have our souls saved, and we've all never had to do it by ourselves. So if you think for 1 second I'm letting you go through there and do it by yourself, you're a lot drunker and crazier than I thought you were originally.
I just met the guy.
Valid point. Portia's going in with Teagan.
Look.
I'm gonna go because when
I
you
would
turn,
go-
you won't have somebody to fight if we don't go in. So
Remember, we're family. You're not doing this by yourself. Good
Okay.
answer.
So who all is going to go? Everybody gonna go basically, or is
I assume I have to be there.
yeah, you're part of the trying to save him squad. So
Yep,
Well,
final Teaganism, total player kill right here. This guy. I mean, my first game, I killed someone. I mean, why not go out with a bang?
sure,
Yeah, I mean,
why not?
hey, if you
Why not make Waterdeep disappear from the edge of the map? No problem.
yeah.
if you're gonna go bad, I might as well be right next to it. That way, I get hit first. Oh
Put you
no!
out your misery.
Twice.
So are you all going then? I just want to make sure. Is everybody going?
I'm
Yes.
going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
So
the room
as
big enough?
you have no idea, I'm just trying to figure out who's following for the
Oh,
path
okay.
right now. Um, Fost, no, that's gone.
Ah,
Um,
damn it.
that's gone. You've leveled up and been chased in hell by them. So
Okay.
as Gerald, as he looks over you all and goes, and then looks back to Teagan and says, "You have quite the support system here. For as much of yours as their sake, I hope you survive. And Bahamut willing, you
Yeah,
will.
I know. I hope I survive too.
Um, Follow me. We'll go into a more protected chamber." He starts going to the doorway on the left, and as you guys start following single file, from behind you, you hear, "Wait a minute.
About time, you gas bag. Christ, I've been looking for you.
Time is not an easy thing. I did receive your message."
Team Teagan, go. See, it did work. I wasn't mad.
Also, Adnan, I am surprised you survived in time as long as you did. There might be the spark of the time within you. But for now, Mr. Teagan, I have something that I think will help for your predicament. And he pulls out from within his robes, and he looks older than when you last saw him. Um, where just earlier or just yesterday, he was freshly molted, so his scales were shiny. They're not shiny anymore. They're dull. Some of them have fallen off. You see like raw skin under it. What he hands out is a translucent. I want to say this right. I want to say it's a rhombus. Rhombus. Is that what I'm thinking of?
A strange four-sided shape.
It is. Yes, it is a rhombus, but it's a three-dimensional version of it. So I guess it'd just be a weird diamondy thing. I don't know. It's like that, but 3D. Um, it's translucent and it's on some sort of like platinum or silver pedestal. So there's a three-leg pedestal with this rhombus thing in it. And he goes, That thing that you guys released, if you can get it trapped inside here, it won't go free again. And I think if we can get what's inside of Teagan into it, Teagan's chances of survival, let's just say he's in the future I have seen. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the future I have seen is this future, because time is odd. But this should
We
help
shall.
pull the entity out and into it, along with the ritual of that Bahamut will do. Or so I hope.
How much time magic did you fiddle with, old man?
I've got a little bit left.
Posh bastard, you know time magic's dangerous. Not just for the user, but for everyone around him. Now, I do greatly appreciate what you've done, but you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have put yourself at risk for that.
You said it was world ending.
Well, I mean, yes. We don't know how powerful this thing, this purple people eater misty monster, can be. So, maybe you should rest. I'll reach out and take the rhombus, the translucent crystal, from him.
It is heavier than you expect for
Oh,
such a
shit, man.
small item. It's maybe about 8 inches from point to point, but it feels like it's 10 pounds for this translucent crystal and whatever the stand is.
Okay, and then I'll kind of put my arm underneath his to help him get to a chair, a seat.
Yeah, easily done inside this kind of waiting area. And he kind of nods a little bit, and you realize his glasses are gone. Getting a better look at just him, you can tell that even the robes he is wearing look like they are old. And just based off of what looks like wear and tear on the robes, they could be, I mean, silk is only as good as it can be, but you could easily see at least 100 years has gone just by the fading of the color. And you get him to a chair. He nods like an elderly man does after they have been helped into something, and he goes, "Go, live, and come by my shop and learn a thing or two. I think I'm just gonna take a little rest here." And he
Do you have a man or two that can attend to our friend here?
Most definitely.
Aye, much
He will be-
appreciated.
He'll be taken care of. And if there's anything we can do to bolster his spirit, it will be done as well.
Right, well, he's given us this here crystal, and it can be used to help trap whatever is inside me, whatever is inside the mines, the caves. It's a wee bit heavier than it looks, so just be careful with it. Don't give it a dog; he'll drop it. And yeah,
Let's go. Let's go and get this done.
How
carry
much-
on.
How much did you say it weighed again? Like 10 pounds?
Guesstimation about 10.
You said it was
Okay.
around 8 inches too.
Yeah. From point
is
to
that a-
point of the diamondy rhombus thing, whatever the three-dimensional term for the rhombus is. But that's
Right, is that a man's 8 inches, or is that a woman's 8 inches?
that is an accurate by the tape measure 8 inches.
Here's me just thinking whether I can carry it or not.
And as you guys start heading back into the temple, as far as finding a more secure chamber for whatever this ritual could be and whatever odds are stacked against or in Teagan's favor, That's where we will end tonight's episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.